Hey guys, what's up? I really hope you enjoyed my last video where I was vlogging the weekend, but let's get back to business. Today I want to talk about setting up your LinkedIn. LinkedIn is something that I have put a lot of time into, and I really do enjoy the platform. It's a really phenomenal way to network. I learned about LinkedIn in my classes from a boss that kind of helped me set it up and how I should use it with Triangle Marketing Club. That was very helpful. And LinkedIn has definitely helped me get at least my summer internship, if not more, because people look at it to see kind of your work experience. It's like an online digital resume when people want to know more about you, but you can also find other people in your field, and it's just a super powerful tool. So let's go ahead and get started. So number one, the first thing that I think is the most important, at least when you're trying to share your LinkedIn and wanting to put it on your resume, is making sure that you have a personal URL. To do that, you just go into settings, and it actually, on mine, when I go to my LinkedIn account, it has over to the right, edit public profile and URL, and you just want that to be your name, so that way when you go to your LinkedIn and you post your URL on your resume, it'll just be www.linkedin.com/in/for me, Colin Shelton. And that way it's just easy for people to find your LinkedIn if they're looking at your resume or your business card, and it's just more personal, and it knows that, or it shows people that you know what you're kind of doing and what you're talking about, and it's just a nice touch. Another thing that's more obvious is your actual profile picture. Mine I just got from my ECU college career services. It's purple in the background. I'm wearing like a white polo, and it's just very professional looking. It's very close up on my face, which, you know, it is what it is. But you definitely want to make sure that you can easily be identified by that picture and that it's very clear. And I like to make sure that they moved the profile picture over to the left side of your LinkedIn profile, and I actually flipped my picture so it looks like I'm facing in on the web page rather than have my back turned to the page. With that, I just have, since I am a current college student, I do have a photo from my university as my background. I know that some people, depending on where they work, like Red Hat in Raleigh, they have an actual, banner graphic for where they work, and that's a really cool thing. That way it's really easy for someone viewing your profile to see what industry and what company you're affiliated with. The next thing I know, whenever I'm looking at someone else's LinkedIn profile, the next thing that I automatically do is read their profile's description. I worked a really long time on mine. I changed it multiple times, and the best thing that I figured out that would work for me is looking at other professionals, especially young professionals that you know that are older than you, that have entered the job market, that have been successful with finding and getting better jobs out of college than other people. I actually worked with one of my friend's older sisters. She actually got a really good job out of college, and she is a LinkedIn junkie like myself, and she had a really awesome worded profile description on your experience and who you are. And when you're writing this, you definitely just want to think about who's reading it. You don't want to focus on the fact that you're a college student if you are, and you just want it to sound really professional, clear, and just really show your personality on the professional side. And if you can let that creative, or however you want to position yourself, I know for me in marketing, I kind of wanted mine to sound kind of creative, professional, but also very business oriented. I also thought that it was cool when I was exploring other people's LinkedIn profiles to read theirs and then kind of get ideas from theirs, and then that leads to my fourth thing. You can definitely be sure that you find out what they have in their profile description, and then you can also use what they have in theirs to learn what experience you want to gain in your relevant field, if you see them as like a role model or kind of some industry that you see yourself moving up into. It was a really good opportunity for me to explore certifications on people's LinkedIns or in their description, or if someone said runs marketing campaign with a proven track record of having customer satisfaction due to marketing analytics or something like that, I would say to myself, okay, so not only do I need to like learn how to drive a marketing campaign, which I would like to say that I do, but also I need to show how to track that and that the campaign was successful. And so I, took the relevant steps to get that experience. So when I'm in a job interview, I can talk about that. And I just had that idea by looking at someone else's LinkedIn profile when I was writing my bio. Another thing that is really cool about LinkedIn is you can publish your own articles. Like if you have a blog, you can publish right on LinkedIn, and that kind of just helps people get to know who you are, what interests you have, your writing style, your voice a lot better. So I have published a few articles on LinkedIn, but I also have a personal website that I have linked in my bio just as a touch, just because I do have a lot of work in marketing that it's very graphic oriented, and so I wanted to be sure that I could show that, so I thought that linking my website in my bio would be the best way to do that and accomplish that. So whatever works best for whatever industry you're going into is dependent on you, but a separate website to show my marketing work was the best option for me. I've had a LinkedIn for at least 3 years, but I probably have gotten serious about it within the last 6 months, and probably within the last 6 months I've gotten to nearly 1,000 connections, and these are people that are in my industry, go to my school, or my area, or professionals, in a lot of them are in Raleigh. I found a really good way to make new connections with maybe people that you don't necessarily know but are in your industry definitely by searching digital marketing or digital marketing manager. Search companies that you know that are good in your area, and then just go look at theirs, connect with them. Definitely send them a personalized message, because that can go a long way. I know people are definitely more likely to connect if you go to the same school, just because I know anybody in like your same school's network is always really willing to help you out as far as my experience goes. But if you don't have anything, you do want to send them a personalized message, I like to start off by saying, I noticed that you work in a relevant industry. I'm really interested in your company, and what you do is really interesting to me. Please help me expand my network by accepting my invitation to connect. That's kind of my, go-to format. If they do seem really receptive and willing to help you out and connect, I would take it further. I would continue the conversation and say, if it's someone that you're really interested in what they do, say, and I learned this term through Triangle Marketing Club, would you like to get a digital coffee? And that's where you get on like your Starbucks app, you send someone a coffee, and then they can have a coffee. It's $5. You can get on FaceTime or Skype, and you can just sit down with them and pick their brains, ask them what they know, ask them for advice. If it's someone that you really think could be a key player in helping you get insight on an industry or how they got to where they are, it's always amazing. And these people that are like really professional and are where they are going to be pretty awesome, in my experience at least. And I don't know, I haven't had many people say no to when I ask them. They're more than likely going to say yes if you are willing to work around their time most of the time. And my last thing, number 7, is to keep your LinkedIn up to date. It's easy to, put all this work into it, get it where you want it to be, and then you kind of just let it fall off. I really like to check my LinkedIn all the time. I love checking the feed and liking things, and actually when you like someone else's post or whatever, it'll show up in someone that's following you that, oh, Colin liked this person's post, so that at least keeps you relevant, keeps you up in the timeline. But also you need to make sure that you're updating on experience. You need to make sure that you're sharing blogs on your LinkedIn, just to keep it relevant, to keep those eyes that might be looking at you focused on what you're doing, what experience you're gaining, and how you're continuing to show growth in your industry and professionally. I think it's just really important to keep your voice active in your professional community, and the easiest way to do that is literally just to publish things on LinkedIn. I publish a blog. I try to do at least like once a month, nothing too crazy, but I will post this video on there, or I will be sure to like something or share something, just to kind of keep myself relevant on the LinkedIn newsfeed. I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you do have any more questions, feel free to comment in the section down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. This one is definitely back to me being behind my desk, which I definitely enjoy. It's more formal and I feel like it's a more genuine connection, and I do like to feel like I'm helping you rather than just entertaining you. And LinkedIn is something that I have learned a lot about in my class and in my professional experience that I really value and think is an incredible tool, especially if you're someone like me who might be interested in moving across the country or somewhere else rather than the state that you grew up in. It's a great way to network when you're looking at somewhere, a location far away from where you live, and you might not know as many people in real life or in person as you would when you're using this online tool, and it's super valuable for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.